Hello, this is Dr. Masood, and this is my wife Ruth. And today, purpose of this video is to prepare you for upcoming detox. And we're going to show you the product that you need to purchase, the stuff that you slowly you need to get off, and pretty much prepare you for upcoming detox. Thank you for listening and watching. Okay, go ahead.
So the very first thing that we want to address is the issue of caffeine and weaning off from caffeine. I realize that this is a difficult thing to do. If you just cut your caffeine intake cold turkey, you're probably going to suffer some headaches. So we're trying to prevent you from going into shock and having some serious discomfort as you are coming off of caffeine. So if right now you are consuming coffee, energy drinks, soda, then we want to start you off on a plan to wean yourself off from that. So if, for example, what you're drinking right now is maybe 2 cups of coffee in the morning and maybe 1 in the afternoon, cut that down in half. So maybe just have 1.5 cups throughout the day, starting the week before the detox. The next day, cut that amount in half, and so on and so forth until you're not taking caffeine. Now, you might still experience a little bit of discomfort, but not quite as much as you would if you were just a quick cold turkey. So what we recommend is that as you're cutting down, if you're cutting down your coffee intake or your soda intake, is that you might switch your product to green tea. Has less caffeine than a cup of coffee. It still has caffeine, but it has considerably less. So that's one option to think about. Once you are weaned off of caffeine or close to, you might want to substitute with a really nice tea that actually looks like coffee and has a bit of a taste of coffee, but it's not quite it. There's no caffeine in it, and it's called Roast Aroma Tea, made by Celestial Seasonings. We'll show you. So you can see. So you brew one of these, and if you still need something warm in the morning to get you going, this is something that you want to try out. What we do is that we mix this tea with some stevia tea. We'll show you what that looks like too. We got our stevia tea. It's actually a green powder, and we got it from Amazon. We got it from Amazon.com, but it actually looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. It's a green powder, basically. I don't know if you can.
There's a spoon over there.
You take a look and see. Yeah.
There is a video, a YouTube video I did. If any of you are interested to do that, I show how to do that with your regular coffee machine. You double filter that. Basically, you put a stevia powder under it, roast aroma on top, and another filter so that doesn't get to your tea, because it is bitter if you put it too much, or it flies into your tea. So if you are interested, there is a YouTube video on my channel about this tea that I made.
The other thing that we want to try and wean off of is
Excuse
sugar.
me, before we go,
Go
you
ahead.
see, with the tea, this is one of the tea we have this morning. What we do, we mix it with milk, little bit of
Almond milk.
Almond milk, of course, and a little bit of pinch of cinnamon and vanilla, drop of vanilla, and trust me, it looks like latte. It's very good, tastes
Yeah,
really good.
it really does taste like something right out of Starbucks. Anyways, the other thing that we start to wean off of is the sugar. And if you are eating pastries in the morning, or you're using regular cane sugar in your coffee, we want to recommend that you try stevia sweetener. Now, you can find it at Trader Joe's. You can find it at Whole Foods or Lassen's, close to us here. There's a place called Follow Your Heart. So if you like to try that out, we got this online at on Amazon, and it's a white powder. And stevia is actually much more potent than sugar, so you need less stevia to sweeten your drinks than you would sugar.
I mean, it's so potent. It's not, we cannot even say amount. It's like a quarter teaspoon. You have to probably put a eighth of a teaspoon for regular, or less. So less is better, because you always can add more if you want. But once you put too much in it, it makes it bitter if you put way too much. So the less is better at first.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that you're not going to see in the menu plan is something called Vitaminerals, which is a green supplement powder that we like to use, and we've tried a lot of green powders. And what this is basically a supplement. It gives you a boost of superfoods, minerals, vitamins, enzymes, probiotics, some sea vegetables that are very powerful in antioxidants. So it's a really great mix of nutrients. And this is what the bottle looks like. And
sorry.
Vitaminerals green. And the way that we use it is that we put it in our smoothies, whether it's a fruit smoothie or a green smoothie or your energy soup. We highly recommend that you use 1 tablespoon of this, at least 1 tablespoon of this in every smoothie if you can. Now the bottle is about $27. We have found it in some places. I think Follow Your Heart has it for $21. So if you already have a green powder that is vegan that you like to use, you feel free to use that. But we've tried a lot of them, and we like this one particularly the best.
All right, the next thing we want to tell you about is flaxseed oil. I cannot stress enough to tell you, start add it to any meal. 1 spoon. You do not cook with this. You do not use any frying or anything, but you add this to any meal that you have. So the first thing you want to do, buy this, a lot of it. Now this one, usually flaxseed oil, it comes 20, 30, 40 bucks. Recently we find this in Trader Joe's. I think this is about $11, and is stored in the glass. One thing I like about this is stored in the glass. Usually you find them in the plastic. And in general, I'm in the fan of glass over plastic, anything. In other words, if I see 2 products on the shelf, see one in stored in the glass, one in the plastic, I pretty much like the glass one. So flaxseed oil, one of the things I don't know if you heard in our seminar is increase your fat, good fat, not bad fat. And the good fat is, one of it is flaxseed oil. Now Trader Joe's, for a long time Trader Joe's refused to carry it, but now recently they brought it, and it's a very competitive price. So I strongly urge you to get this. Now another thing, Trader Joe's and Costco has it too. Or if wherever you're watching this video, you could order all this thing online. You can, if you're cooking right now, start cooking everything with coconut oil.
Daniel wants to say hi.
Okay, this is my son. He wants to say hi. Whoa!
This is Daniel. Say hi, Daniel.
Hi,
Hi.
Daniel.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. So what else? What else you want to say?
One thing that we want to mention about stevia is that stevia is safe for diabetics. You know, people that have diabetes and are doing this detox definitely should be very careful of their sugar intake. Stevia is one of the safest products to use for diabetics because it will not raise your sugar levels. Because it's not a regular sweetener. It's a plant. It just happens to be sweet. So I think it's important to mention that. One thing we definitely want to stress is that if you have medical conditions that are pre-existing and that you're a little bit concerned about, before you do the detox, please email us, please call us. We've worked now with dozens and dozens of people that have had, diabetes, arthritis, colitis, are suffering from chronic diseases, and we have had to do some modifications for them in their detox. So if you have something serious that is going on, even maybe cancer or cysts, please let us know so that we can help you on how to make the most out of this detox. We want you to get the most out of this detox. Along the way, if you have questions or concerns, please, I cannot stress enough, get in contact with us so that we can help you and coach you through whatever's going on. Now, if this is your first time doing this detox, you will notice some things changing along the way. You will experience a bit of discomfort. You might get some flu-like symptoms like a runny nose. You might feel lethargic, particularly in week 2, starting week 3. You might have some days where you just feel like you've run out of energy.
Or your skin rash, stuff coming out of you.
Yeah, you might get some unexplained skin rashes.
Some type of dysfunction that.
There's all sorts of things that could happen. We've never have experienced anyone have severe reactions to this detox, but these things that we're telling you about have happened, but all of them in a very mild way.
So we tell you ahead of time so you don't get alarmed. So, whoa, what happening? Maybe I'm sick. No,
Yeah.
you're supposed, because you put this toxin in your body little bit of the time every day for many years. Now all of a sudden you're doing something that all of them at once, at least half of them at once, they're coming up, and there are reaction that your body obviously goes through. So 2 things I want to add to this for your preparation. There is a book I would urge you to read. It's called As a Man Thinketh. And another thing I would like you to do, meditate 5-10 minutes a day, and increase it if you can to 20 minutes. Meditate. And 2 essential oil I want you to have while you're doing this detox. One is frankincense. Then when you meditate, you can put it on your hand and smell a little bit, or put it on cotton ball. And another essential oil I want you to buy is called lavender. Now lavender, it helps you cope with all those cravings. And you could do exactly the same thing, and put a couple of drops in the bottle of water, spray it around the room, put a couple of drops on your hand, smell it once in a while. But these 2 essential oils are very important for you to get and cope. They start calming you down. They're not must, but again, you want a more tool to help you succeed than.
Yeah, although they're not required, we can tell you from personal experience that using the frankincense and using the lavender oils definitely it enhances the experience of the detox.
You don't have to use a lot of it. A drop or 2. I mean, very little, just enough. And you can research them on internet. They have those 2 essential oils. They have a lot of other healing quality. But for purpose of this detox, it just calms your craving, calms you down, increases your breathing, and they have a lot of good effects on you.
If you have not yet read through the menu plan and instruction manuals that you've received by email, I urge you to read at least through the introduction of every single week before you start. That way you know how to prepare, and you know what to shop for, and you know what to expect. so that you're not hit with any surprises. Of course, we're here for you all along the way. Anything you need, you can always get in touch with us. I think it's very important, all the same, that you do your prep work for sure. So I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, and it starts, since the basic of this diet is staying away from animal product, slowly start have half of cheese, start to be more plant-based diet. If you're having chicken every day, start to having food that has less involved with chicken and meat or egg or cheese. Slowly wean yourself, and so you're not shocked the first week.
So I think we've covered pretty much everything that is vital for the first, for prepping before the detox and the first week. So we hope that we can be in touch and we can help you. Congratulations on making the decision to take this very big step. We hope that this will be a launch of a new lifestyle for you, and we look forward to being in contact with you.
Okay, two things. If you are in health and wellness ministry, please use the email. We are here. Just ask us anything you need. For those of you who are not in health and wellness ministry, just email me at askdrmassoud.com
At yahoo.com.
and you want to spell it the fast way. Okay, askmasoud@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching.
Daniel, you want to say goodbye?
Say goodbye. I want to say no, not touching. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay. Thank you for watching. And
Bye,
again,
everyone.
if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask.